Hello! Good afternoon. How are we doing today? Thank you so much for the follow, Missy Bell. It's very much appreciated. Everyone just started. My goodness. Only just started. Wow. Okay, we're back in Guild Wars today. So I'm excited for that, because I'm really enjoying this at the moment. We have some more story to carry on. We are going to try to find out what the heck is happening with Isgarren, because he's acting super suspicious. And he's leaving us on red. We can't be having that, can we? Right, as usual, before we do that, though, we will go to the guild halls and go gather some resources just to keep that up. I also need to mark something off bingo because I have not eaten yet. I have not eaten yet. So I have got some lunch to eat. So there we go. That's just how we're getting started. Okay. Wizard's Vault. What else have we got? And yes, there's a sale going on. Black Lion Black Friday, but it's not called Black Friday because this isn't Earth. So many things on sale. Casualty. I own some of these already. Total makeover. A bank thing's on sale? That's something I'd be interested in. Apparently not. Where even is it? Where's bank expansion? Oh, they're in upgrades. Bank. Yeah, bank tab expansion. Not on sale. Boo! Boo! Okay. Let's go gather some stuff. While I let my lunch sit for a minute. I made a pot noodle, which I think goes to show how rushed off my feet I've been. Daily forager? That's a nice easy daily for me to get. I love when the dailies are just end of dragon stuff because that's where like all of these guilds are. Basically just get them for free. A chest of fish. Then we go to Griffin. And gather all these. much currency have I got? Volatile magic. I was getting quite high on that, I think. Yeah. 17k. Should go spend some of that. Daily gathering, we love it. Under an enhancement effect, dodge the... Oh, those are going to be fairly easy to do today. Okay. Then we go to our own guild hall, which I don't think has anything. I don't know why the hand is bugging out, because my hand is not raised. That's weird. Yeah, no. No stuffs. No stuffs here. Is this good for me to eat yet? It absorbed the water. Yep, that seems pretty good to me. Okay. So I think, yeah, I'm just gonna go straight doing story. Hi, Nemo! How are you today? We're just gonna go straight over and go do some story. I never know which mount is, like, the quickest mount to maneuver on. Like, Griffin is fastest flying if you can get height, because you have to go high, and then if you dive at full speed, the Griffin goes the fastest, but you have to get height first. Ooh, a ley line. That might actually help. Oh, I just disabled it, not re-enabled it. Yeah. Ley line taxi! This helps. I'm good, how are you? I'm good, I'm good. My sleeping is bad again. I woke up very late. And thus I am now having to eat lunch on stream. That was the wrong button. That is where we are trying to get to. Leyline taxi! Leyline taxi! Oh, that was weird. Oh god, how help, I have fallen in the water. At least I seem to be able to consistently focus on it for an hour multiple times a day. If that keeps up, I will be doing well. Yes, you will be doing well. I have been doing awful in mine. And I only have to do, like, you know, either 5 minutes a day or something just for like Duo to be happy of like, hey, you're doing your daily lessons. I keep missing them. I'm doing awful. Yeah. Over the last 2 weeks, I think I've used 4 freezes, which save your streak. But I'm rapidly running out of stuff to get freezes. I had a big supply of it because I had like a 2-month streak, and then this last 2 weeks I've been skipping days. Nice.
Oh yeah, that's my loot.
Okay, meanwhile, this thing just out here making a horrible noise. Consume karma. Open
Nothing
you.
like the spoils of war.
Deposit all materials. Plant plants. I don't know what those are used for. I have a lot of Shipwreck Strand tokens. That's because I spent a long time there. Hi, Core! I do 25 lessons and loads of reviews every day, and I will still be struggling to get ready for the JLPT5 in June. Jesus. With school in the UK, do you have kindergarten then primary school is prep? For a year, then 1st to 6th grade. Well, we don't call them grades. We call them year. So, we also don't call it kindergarten. You might you'll like go to, you know, nursery for babies and stuff. But nursery can go nursery can go up to sort of like, you know, I think 2 or 3. I'm not actually an expert. Go figure. I don't have kids. But yes, we start with primary school. Do you have prep? Primary school kind of like is the prep, I think what you guys have as kindergarten, what Americans have as kindergarten is primary school? Because your early years is optional. So like we do have a kind of preschool, but I think it's like just a lot of nurseries go up reasonably high. Here we have kindergarten, which is basically a daycare. Fair enough. Yeah, kindergarten is like we call nursery, but nursery can go up to like 3, 4, and then around 4 or 5 is primary school, which is year 1 to year 6. I think there's also reception, technically. Actually, I just remembered that. Because go figure, I was like 5 years old when I was there, but yeah, reception. That's required kindergarten isn't. Yeah, I suppose it would be reception, but reception is just part of primary school. I forgot about reception. Yeah, because we have reception year 1 to year 6, secondary school, which is year 7 to year 11, sixth form, which is awkwardly named. Yeah, I forgot about reception. Yes, reception is the thing that you are referring to. I forgot about that. So yeah, because nursery brackets preschool is not mandatory. But yeah, I forgot about reception. So reception, I don't know why it's called reception. And then year 1 through to 6. I don't know why it's not called year 0, but it's called reception. So don't ask me why. I guess just because it's the introduction. You know, reception is your introduction. You know, a reception is an introduction to a building, I guess. I guess it's just reception is your introduction to education. Because nurseries aren't necessarily education. They'll teach you a little bit, obviously. Most nurseries will probably teach you to read. But they're not teachers. People who work at nurseries aren't teachers. You don't have to be a qualified teacher to work at a nursery. Hi, Dan. How are you feeling? I want to be there. I wish you were here. Have you been able to play much Guild Wars? Or have you just been sick? Work has brought me back to life. Boo! JPC for every time would be like passing reception. I see. Blech. Oh my god. How are you, sweet? I'm good. I'm good. I'm currently eating a pot noodle. Thumbs up. Because my sleeping schedule is fucked. Fun fact, everybody, I went to bed really late last night again because I was having a cry. Yay. And before people panic, it's fine. I was watching my friend play a game. And they even said, like, this is going to be emotional. It's a game that is about Alzheimer's and dementia, which is something I have personal experience with. So it hit me in the feels really hard. Yeah, I was like crying within the first 5 minutes. It was yeah. So I was having a cry. Remembering the stuff that we went through. So I went to bed late because I was having a cry. But don't worry, it's okay. It was a healthy cry, you know. Obviously, like, I'm sad, but like it's a healthy cry of like, this is how we process emotions. Hey Dan, can you do something for me? Hey Dan, can you do something for me? Go to channel points. Can you go to channel points? I'm sad, I need to be kissed better. I need a kiss. I need a kiss. I'm sad. Give me a kiss. Oh, it broke! Shit! Ah! Well, that was hilarious. That didn't work. Why did you do that? That's not what you're supposed to be at all. That's not what you're supposed to do at all. That was definitely correct last time. Interesting. It didn't save it. It didn't save it. Hang on. Click. Save scene. Okay, ignore that. Do it again. This is what happens. There you go. Big kiss! Mwah. Big kiss. I might make it smaller. I should probably make that a bit smaller, but yeah. I was also working on that last night. Because, you know, when you're having a bit of a cry, why not? You know? Counterpoint, make it bigger. Hang on, I know what the problem is. I know what the problem is. It's not broken. It's because I'm in a different scene from what I was testing it on. Which is this scene. Bear with. This scene. Because this scene doesn't have the hand tracker enabled. And this was the scene I was testing it in. There we go. It's meant to be little geese. But it follows my head. Hi, Jay. I know it's only a little one, but I was at least able to do that. This took me 3 hours. I hope you understand that. This took me 3 hours. I have to go, my break is over. Ah, boo. I love you, Dan. I hope you feel better. But yeah. This little tiny thing took me 3 hours to add in between spouts of crying, but that is not related. So I need this to, like... import asset to keyboard. Could not import. Ugh. Okay, let's, export asset. I really shouldn't be doing this while I'm live, but now it bothers me. Open scene. Add. Could not import. Fine. Fine. We'll make the. Okay. The change up is there's no hands. No hands. No hands in exchange for redeem working. Okay, there we go. 45 streams, that's almost as many as me! As are you! A core's worth of streams? I've been a good girl and did all my studies, and next week is going to be the worst, so I'm getting McDonald's. You can't stop me. Fantastic. Do it. Get yourself a little treat. I'm going to go see what the fuck this is.
What could have done this? I haven't seen it this agitated anywhere else on Castora. The magic here is definitely reacting to something. Or to someone.
Someone, you say? Ooh, look at all these dead people. Ah, there's a bunch of stuff here. Hello, Hope. Consume the chicken. It's funny, me and Spook had this conversation earlier. Despite the meme of chicken nuggets, when we last went to McDonald's, we had some of their chicken selects, and we were like, these are nicer than nuggets. I prefer if you didn't get McDonald's and got something better for you, like maybe Wendy's if you have them, but I can't stop you. I have no idea about Australia, but I'm pretty sure in the UK we don't have Wendy's. If given the choice, I would probably prefer KFC. Remember, Core, everywhere else in the world has higher food standards than you, so our McDonald's, while they are still not good, are better than yours. Where does it want me to go up here? Oh, Isgarren! There you are! Bro, what the fuck is up? That is not how you would greet Isgarren at all. Diplomatic emissary of the Deldrimor. Deldrimor? The Deldrimor are the dwarves. They are drawn to large pools of occurrence of leyline magic. That took us time to work out, and it's just written down here. Interesting. His guests for the upcoming tour. Azo Amanenis to die inside an Keeper of Threads, Scribe and Record Keeper, Weaving Tapestry, Storytelling, Creating Illusory Magic. Keeper of Threads? That's a sick name! I'm stealing that for Kika. I'm stealing that. Our KFC chips are super well seasoned because we're chip snobs in Australia. Nice. Yeah, I think KFC chips are good. I also like Five Guy chips. They have a nice flavour to them. In comparison, McDonald's are fairly bland because McDonald's just go, here, just have a fuck ton of salt, whereas the others have like a little bit of seasoning. And this is the chain that was on Twitter making fun of McDonald's because they forgot refrigerators existed. What? That doesn't help. Tori means bird. I think Teberu is east or Tebemasu if we are being polite. Words are fun. I'm trying to read that, but honestly my brain is not taking it in. It's not proccing any sort of, like, achievement when I read them, so evidently it's not needed. Hi.
Isgarren, I've been looking for you.
Ah, Wayfinder, good. I would welcome some assistance.
What have you been doing?
Finally. We're at the entrance to the temple.
The other two are off on some nonsense, but I'll be there soon.
You've been gone for a while. There's a lot we need to discuss.
There will be time for that. But I'm on the trail of something, so discussion will have to be tabled for now.
Oh. Oh, there's a vista above here? Interesting. Oh, we got an instance.
This is starting to come together now.
There's people gathering. I wonder if the meta's about to start. Oh. Too bad for me if it is. Because I'm going to go do story. They had a campaign about their meat not being frozen. A guy from McDonald's was like, oh yeah, so how do you transport it if it's not frozen? That is funny. Have you heard of the refrigerator?
Indeed. A sacred temple of my people built in better times. No outsider has ever set foot within before now.
Don't think that's true. We didn't get here first.
Then let's get inside and get some answers before it's too late.
Okay then. Shrine of the Lost.
Looks like they left some behind to guard the place.
Well. I gotta say, I do love the aesthetic. I mean, the goop is probably not good, and I'm also curious why no one is commenting on it. But I do love the aesthetic of it, of like, blues and purples and gold is just so magic coded to me. Purple and gold especially, and that is 100% because of Thorncraft in Minecraft.
Unlikely to be the last resistance we face. Let's get moving while we have a window.
So if you make it through the Basilica Crypt without getting hit by traps, discover the mysteries of the Basilica in the allotted time. Cool, probably not going to do either of those.
The defenses are still active.
Oh my god.
Full strength, clearly, or you would not have survived.
How lucky. Best we move carefully then.
Seriously, you're going to put a journal right in the path of the traps? That's just mean. This job we've been waiting for. Instead of seeing coconuts and driftwood from whole gardeners, we're going after a real treasure. All this time being stranded will be worth something. Headed back to the mainland for fortune. These Caroline quests are leading us the way. The artifacts with mana don't. I hate when they make something timed and then they put lore in for me to read. Like, I'm not going to be able to do both, am I? That wasn't where I wanted that to go at all. Lapis lazuli. A little bit, yeah. The ground, this stuff is more on the blue spectrum. But I do like the purples as well. Yeah, the blue with the gold flecks is very lapis. Don't eat a roseate spoonbill, okay? They're probably not good eating. There are winners in the UK, maybe they're just aren't as popular or they go by a different name. I have never seen one. So that is literally my frame of reference. We don't have one in Birmingham, or if they do, they put it in within the last 3 months because that's when I last went to Birmingham. As far as I'm aware, I didn't see one when we went to Manchester, and I haven't seen one in the brief times I've been to London, and those are all pretty major cities. But also, London's very big, so... My pops and grandfather on father's side taught me how to cook galah. A galah? What is a galah? I've heard the word. Don't know until we try start shopping for spoonbills. I don't think you can buy them.
I fear you will be disappointed.
Isgarren staff is cool. I think I commented on that in the last expansion. Okay, more traps. Where is it I'm trying to get to? I'm trying to get to over there.
This is more than a token force. Something of value must still be here.
Cursed artifact trap. I don't know what that is. Skimming of skimming because I'm trying to also do it quickly, but I'm probably not going to be able to do it quickly. A galahs is a type of bird in the US. Every year we get huge flocks of them in the park and the road. Oh, really? Well, there you go then. There are 4 in London when I mean the other places you mentioned there isn't there. I mean, considering how big London is, 4 is not a lot. 4 is not a lot.
Tombs. I didn't expect to find these inside a temple.
Some deaths have more spiritual significance than others.
Well, I did one achievement. I hate it here. I'm going back to Ratassoon. That was worth writing down. What does mean? Let me go do this one. Also, this has got 3 minutes.
The inscription is too worn to be legible.
Tradition of the tomb has been worn away by time. Few statements are legible. For those who...
Lost in the rite of Dividium Nava. Fallen on the doorstep of divinity.
More defenses? How did the inquest not set them off already?
Because this one was intended.
They have fallen that we might ascend. Ancora. Ancora is capitalized. Blessed Ancora. Ow, 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 ow. Probably not gonna do this in time now.
Anger rising.
The way to cook galah is to put it in a pot with a stone and boil the heck out of it. The longer the better. Right, let me do this. I gotta beat this in a minute and a half. Not happening. It's a champion. I feel like doing this within the allotted time is the thing where you want to have a group of friends. I'd have to come back here with you guys. Maybe do that. Nobody likes you, Drakazol. Don't be mean to Drakazol. It's not their fault. Throw everything out and eat the stone because dear Lord Galar is not good eating? Really? That's funny. Yeah, not even close. Oh well.
We heal as one.
It's the UK's fault. It's Galar's fault.
We heal as one. Hoorah! I'm in bad shape.
Just casually trying to eat while this, like, boss is happening, you know? Oh, don't worry, I'm taking this fight very seriously.
We heal as one.
I'd hop on and help, but I'm busy cooking and cleaning at the moment. I've literally already failed, it doesn't matter. What are you cooking? Is it a rosé spoonbill? Don't eat rosate spoonbills. What the fuck is wrong with you? We selectively bred many species of birds for the purposes of eating. A rosate spoonbill is not one of them.
Anger rising.
Right, let me finish off this last little bit of noodle. Maybe they would be perfect for it. If they were, we would have done it by now. Delicious. Yummy. Got any records of anyone trying a rosate spoonbill? I don't know. Go figure. I've not looked it up. But the fun thing about humans is that in their human history, everybody has probably tried to eat everything at least once. That's how we have a lot of our knowledge of like, hey, this mushroom isn't edible. How do you know that? Because many years ago, someone tried to eat it. And it didn't work. Oh, you know. Because that's how people be. People be like, hey, that's a funny looking animal. Can I eat it? Poor birds. Oh! Oh, not mid-story instance. God damn it. I'm gonna have to do that again. Shit. Server errors. Ow. A sharpening stone or maintenance oil. I don't have either of those actually, not on this character.
Feel the pain.
One sec, while I'm here. Because let's be real, I'm not going to be going to Janthir, so let's do this. Because I think Tala has maintenance oil. I love the reaction when people saw Kirok eat chicken. I know, right? Me having to patiently explain. Birds eating other birds is not cannibalism, guys, because they're different species. Cannibalism is when you eat your own species. I thought I've got maintenance oil. Utility primer, there we go. That counts, right? No way, that's a primer that increases the... Do I not have any on this guy? I thought I did. Well then, I might just go quickly make one. Huntsman, where's Weaponsmith? Weaponsmith. Sharpening stone. I don't want to use auricalcum, that's a lot. There we go. Sharpening stone. Yay, I got a thing! Okay, so gonna go plonk that in here. Literally doing this for dailies. Plonk that into there. Thanks, Tala. Dink. Zero got it, just want to check, same as human eating monkey. Yeah, it's probably one of those things where it's probably frowned on, but not because of cannibalism, still weird. So you know best to check. Yeah. Yeah. It's one of those things that I actually had to have like a conversation with someone about it when I was role-playing Blue. Because obviously Blue is a wolf, but, you know, it was basically like this really in-depth conversation because they were like, Blue is a wolf. And I was like, yes. And then they were like, you've said that they can speak to animals. I'm like, yes, she can. She says, but she eats animals. And I was like, yes, it gets a bit noodly. Yes. But... and I was like, if you want to get into the moral debate of it, you can. I didn't think too much about it when I made the character because it was just a bit of fun, you know? I need to walk far enough away from this to proc now. Oh! Well, that just closed on me. That's a problem. I wanted to go in there. There's a point of interest in there. There's a point of interest in there. I wanted to go get that. Eating people is not illegal. The illegality comes from the sourcing of the people. Huh. There we go. Now I am under the effect of a utility enhancement.
This is it, huh?
Indeed. A sacred temple of my people built in...
I wouldn't, but the murder and the support of murder is the issue. Yes, yes. It's one of those things where it's like on a technicality of like, eating people isn't illegal, but getting the meat is. And it's like one of those things where it's like, technically, committing suicide is illegal. And I remember hearing people go like, "What the fuck?" And I was like, the reason that it is illegal is because if someone suspects that you are committing suicide, they can call the police and they can enter your home because an illegal activity is happening and they can try to stop you. And I was like, right, that makes complete sense actually.
Unlikely to be the last resistance we face.
So yeah.
Let's get moving while we have a window.
Yeah, I was completely unfazed about Kiraki eating chicken because I was like, what do you think birds of prey eat? They eat other birds.
Selective. Not at full strength, clearly. Though you would not have survived.
I technically don't need to get the... I've already got the dodge traps achievement, so that's good.
We move carefully then.
So instead, I can just do speed mode achievement.
They swarm like flies on a corpse.
Have you guys ever looked up what, like a peregrine falcon eats? Their primary diet is pigeons. Birds eat other birds. So yeah, Kirok will eat chicken if it's offered to her. And so will Kika, though, as I've acknowledged, Kika's favourite food is actually fish. Because that's what the osprey's primary diet is. Things eat other things, oh no. I know, right? Oh no. It's one of those things as well where it's like, I don't remember who it was, and it wasn't to me, so I think it must have been like a video or something that I was watching, but there was someone who was like, why aren't druids like just automatically vegetarian? And I was like, well, because druids understand the flow and, the natural cause of life and how nature works, and part of nature is that carnivores eat meat. It's not unnatural. They won't be against it. They'd be against, like, over-culling and, things like that, and animals being mistreated. But, I mean, look at Yosemite Park. They got rid of all the wolves, and the deer started ruining everything and all the plants because they were overgrazing, and people were like, oh shit, we actually need wolves to eat them. And it's like, yeah, because that's what nature does.
Hopefully there will be answers.
It is actually needed.
I fear you.
The world wouldn't function if everybody was a vegetarian. It is somewhat needed.
This is more than a token force. Something of value must still be here.
If you want to be a vegetarian, obviously that's totally fine. But that was just my argument of like, just because you're not a vegetarian doesn't make you a bad person. Checking it was embarrassing, but not checking would be insensitive as a problem. That's also true. Love Disc is literally in the game to be food. I mean, so is Far-Fetched. It is a duck bearing a spring onion.
Did that hurt?
Tombs. I didn't expect to find these inside a temple.
Some deaths have more spiritual significance than others.
You probably would be weirded out if someone served you orangutan burger or chimp nuggies. That's also true. That's true.
The inscription is too worn to be legible.
For me, in the D&D context as well, there is also just the degree of like, yes, I am an avian and a bird, but you can clearly see that there is a big difference between an Aarakocra and a chicken. I'm very clearly cognizant.
More defenses? How did the inquest not set them off already?
Because this one was intended for me. Power flows to the west.
Swiftly.
The ritual relics. The must be disrupted.
I just realised what he said. I missed that the first time. How did they not set off this trap already? Because this one was intended for me. Isgarren? More information? He was a pig farmer, that's true. That's true. And as we all know, pigs will eat anything. Anything. There we go, there's the daily proc. That was what I was trying to get.
I'm good.
That's why I needed the stone. Okay, stop shooting, because that's a reflective shield.
We heal as one.
Feel the pain.
I love that even when he's fighting, his idle animation just has him with his arms crossed. Like, most NPCs have, like, an idle animation for with their weapons drawn. Evidently, Isgarren doesn't. If you need to dispose of a body, toss it into a pig barn instead of burying it. Yeah, we know. We've all seen Snatch. Unless you haven't, in which case you should, because it's a funny movie. I haven't, then you should, because it's a funny movie. Bricktop's pig speech is quite well known. That's a reflective shield.
We heal as one.
Lore-wise, pigs mostly... lore-wise, the pigs mostly... fish offal. Zero race. Oh, right, okay. When Das asked which of your D&D NPCs would be into fishing, I was there within like a millisecond of just, it's Kika, because she does enjoy fishing. There's no wood about it, she does enjoy fishing. She's an osprey! Little island with cultish, not that he knew, yes. Back in the day. He's just a simple man. It's so funny amusing we learned that peak gameplay is literally any game is fishing. Mm-hmm. And it was all thanks to web fishing about a year ago, actually, wasn't it? It was about November last year that web fishing sort of came out and gained popularity. And we were like, oh shit, this is fun! That was what sparked it for me. Mostly fish diet. It's a little land, but he had a pig farm that was there to supply the more wealthy and do some stuff with unwanted fish stuff there. Chickens were also raised by another girl on the island and fed similar stuff. Ah. Game comes out, 2 questions. Can I pet the dog, cat, monster, and can I fish? Yeah. Yeah. I didn't register that. I didn't get the speed achievement for that either, because I literally can't kill the thing fast enough.
Getting pretty tired of the surprises.
This ritual. It's what you use for the wizard's court, isn't it?
The rite I performed on my fellow wizards is a more subdued, precise version, but they are similar, yes.
And this Ancora it mentions. You know what that is too, don't you? And where it is, I'm sure.
It is the staff that the rite requires, an object of immeasurable power. And no, I have not located it yet.
Huh.
You knew this is what they were after the whole time. We've been fumbling in the dark while you kept this to yourself?
I did not know. I merely suspected. But if they are not seeking it, then better that no one else know of it either.
Have you forgotten Mabon's words already? From now on, if you want to be a part of this, you give us the entire truth.
Surely we can at least save such ruminations for when we return to a safer location?
Main character not happy with Isgarren.
And I deserve it too.
What do you make of all
It
this?
seems like we've found an answer, but bigger questions along with it. It appears that Phlox is seeking to ascend like the Seers did, but we still don't really know why. Power is a means to an end, not an end itself. All we really know about his actual goals is what he's told you. I think he's telling you the truth, but implementing a noble vision is always where it falls apart. Maybe we can steer him away from disaster still. Maybe even bring down the inquest in the process.
What's our next move?
Next, we get back to camp and ring Isgarren for every bit of info we can get. This Ancora is clearly essential to performing the rite, so we need to find it first. Once we have it, we'll have all the leverage and we can make things happen on our terms. We can decide on the specifics later, once we know more. No reason to rush those decisions.
There you go then. Bizarre path to Druid, but there it is. It works! It works! I can see it. Bet the cultists and the demons that would use Zero as surprise as anyone when someone showed a connection to the Earth. Yeah! Look, magic do be like that sometimes. I'm literally like ankle deep in this. This is like an actual like goop that I am stood in. I think this is literally the bit that's most confusing to me, is that no one is commenting on these like goop patches. Is this just a goop patch of magic? Is that what that's supposed to be? Because people are not commenting on it in this game. And I'm like, why? It's everywhere. Useful in its own way? Oh yes, everything has its use.
You can hear me. I know about Ancora.
You're a quick study, Commander.
Are you planning to empower yourself like the Seers did?
In the short term, but not forever. I've no desire for power or legacy. It's enough that I do good, even if I'm forgotten.
And what would you do with that power?
I can't know exactly what the optimal strategy will be yet. The rite will give me insight beyond what I have now, and I will adjust my plans accordingly. But my goals will remain unchanged. I'm going to return control of Tyria's future to her people. The next generation of those like you.
I can't let anyone use Ancora, Phlox. I've seen what power like this does to people. It's too dangerous. I need you to trust me. We will find a better way. We can keep Tyria safe together.
Very well. If that's how you see it, we will speak again soon.
That is a man who has not been persuaded. He's just very well. It's a shame that you feel that way. Perish. I also love the achievement that I got there, which was enter via the back door. I'm like, a hole in the floor is the back door? It's not a piss river. The piss river is in the desolation. Blech. I don't know which masteries to keep leveling now. Your renown amongst the inhabitants of Castor is increased. I'm just wondering if that, like, increases how quickly you fill up a renown heart, since they are called renown hearts. It uses the word renown. It doesn't actually explain. Oh, hello. Ooh. Turns out those explode. Ooh. This one's like going around the edge. Goopy. Where am I going? Back to camp, is it? Back to camp. Just gonna teleport. Easier. Long ago, the four nations lived together in harmony, then everything changed when the Yuri nation attacked. Why is it the Yuri that attacked? Why are people? Why are you cowering? Why are you cowering? There's nothing here.
Oh yeah,
That's my loot. Thought someone attacked me, it was just this person. Being extra as heck? What the hell? Oh, they're cute though. Oh, they're really cute though. I didn't know that there were boots in this game that are just barefoot. I didn't know that. Yep. Ooh, Ascended. They got a legendary backpack that isn't Orthax. Which one is that? What's the Ascension? Is that the Mists one? Goes to legendary backpack. Which one is that? Because the fiery one is the World v World one. The Ascension... That's PvP. Damn, okay. This person's a PvPer. PvP is what the Ascension comes from. Orax is open world. Warbringer is World v World. And Ad Infinitum is Fractals. Ascension is PvP. Jesus. Aight. How do you get to the Piss River? The Piss River is in Path of Fire. It's there. Look, you can see it from the map. This is the desolation. This is where the Piss River is. It's in the Path of Fire. If you must know.
Time to go.
Sell junk. Sell that. Stop. Just stop. I'm going to Mistlock real quick. Because I believe I read somewhere or saw in a video somewhere that while the copper-fed extractor is good, it is not advised to use it on rares. Wow, look at these two, Char. Look at both of them. That's amazing.
Sharper still. And I deserve it too.
Ectos! Yum 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 yum. No exotics in that batch. Delicious Ectos. I use copper on greens and greys. Everything else I use on my mystic. Greys? Do you mean blues? Do you mean blues? It's blue, green, yellow, orange, and then pink and purple are ascended and legendary. Everything else I use my mystic. Mystic? You have another one? You have two? You have two of those things? What are they called? Guild Wars 2... salvage kits. Ah, yes, the Mystic Salvage Kit. Yeah, the copper-fed salvage kit has a 10% chance of rare materials and a 20% chance of salvaging upgrades, which is pretty low, but it has unlimited uses, but it costs gems. And is 3 copper per use. The Mystic has a 25% chance of rare materials and an 80% chance of salvaging upgrades. That's quite the jump. And it costs 10 copper or karma to use. Ah, that's why that's useful. It uses karma. A use for karma. Isn't that great? So yes, the Master's Salvage Kit is also 2580, so yeah, the Master's Salvage Kit that I use on rares is basically the same as the Mystic. So I should probably try to get that. Oh, you make it by combining it. I didn't know this. I didn't know this. I think it's called Mystic. It's the one that's not the silver fed. Maybe it's a setting I have to set. Maybe. I've never used it before. I'm literally just looking at the list of salvage kits. It says Mystic Salvage Kit, cost per use, 10 copper or 34 karma. Yeah. It has the same effectiveness as the Master Salvage Kit or the Silver-Fed Salvage-O-Matic. But the Silver-Fed Salvage-O-Matic is another Black Lion purchase, whereas the Mystic Salvage Kit you have to craft, and it does run out. And the Silver-Fed does not run out, so yeah. So the ones that are unlimited are the ones that require gems. I don't know how you tell it to use Karma, though. It doesn't say. Oh, wow. The kit is far less expensive to craft than the equivalent of the 10 Masters salvage kits, which is the thing I literally just bought. Ignoring the effort requiring the Mystic Forge Stones. However, it is more expensive per use if you use the Mystic Forge Stones if you purchase with gems. Assuming Mystic Forge Stones are used in creating Mystic Salvage Kits, 3 stones account for the saving of 1 gold. See above. 1 stone, therefore, has the opportunity cost of 42 silver. Oh god, now they're getting into maths of like, oh, is it worth more if you have to buy all of the stones? Mystic Forge Stones from achievement chests, which can be obtained regularly by completing the daily achievements. Achievement chests give a total of 100 stones per 5,000 achievement points, which on average is 3 stones for 15 dailies. Note that due to the AP cap of 50,000 points award from the completions, this is limited to 300. It's too much. I'm overwhelmed. I have this problem with every MMO in game. I was like, oh, it's so in-depth, and I'm like, oh, I'm overwhelmed. I'm immediately overwhelmed.
Should have told us at the start. I need answers, Isgarren. Now.
I thought Castora to be impenetrable to the inquest.
Oh, I see,
Their
Nemo.
goals futile. But this director
I did miss that.
than I anticipated. If he seeks Ancora, if he understands what it is and what it does, I dampen the memories of my wizards to ensure that they are of unbiased mind when they obtain that power. Vlox would keep his. And this version of the right is raw. It is how I ascended. It does not belong in the hands of a fanatic.
Then we need to find it before he does. You're a seer. Where's the staff kept?
I don't know. Entire eras have come and gone since I was last here.
Fine. If the inquest pushed this far into the forest, we know it's somewhere here or deeper inside. I'll check with PTM too. He might know if they found anything.
It's gonna end up being some weird revelation when we find out what PTM stands for. Yeah, when I logged in core, I got a mail to be like, oh, it's Nashblade's birthday celebration, i.e. Black Friday. First thing I did, I was like, a bank expansion's on sale? They are not. And I was like, God fucking damn it. Cries. Still 600 gems. Like, I can't afford it, but I would rather wait for them to go on sale. It's a Runecrafter Salvage-O-Matic. Well, the Runecrafters gives you 100% on getting extractions, I think. But yeah, I also have a lot of karma. $1 million karma. 1 million karma. Oh, he's petting the dog again. Hi, bud.
PTM, have there been any updates on whether Vlox has found whatever it is he's looking for?
Most objectives are still listed as open, although a handful now say empty. We have not located the object. Perhaps the archaeological sites could provide more information for your search, Commander. Digging is a fun activity. Limitless potential for discovery.
Thanks, PTM. I'll do that.
Digging is a fun activity. That's why there's a whole digging simulator. Oh, we got another story collection. Okay, time to open Blish! So that we can do things a bit quicker. Collect seer ritual relics for clues about the hidden location of Ancora. Path of Divinity. Oh, this is what Path of Divinity is! I've been seeing Path of Divinity on my, like, screen for freaking ages. Whenever I have Blish open, and I'm like, what the hell is Path of Divinity? And it literally starts from here. Right. Okay. Cool. I have a line to follow. There's literally a line coming away from him. Going down. Okay, follow the green line. Oh, here we go. Here's the first one. Murmuring Rune. Just when you think you hear a voice, you can't make out anything it's saying or what it is, but it feels angry. The image flashes to your mind, a graven image of a seer standing guard. I would like the pop-up to vanish now. I have interacted with it. Okay. I guess I will just have to leave that there. Okay, there is not a thing leading away from this, so this apparently is a dead end. There we go, that got rid of the pop-up. Dog! Oh, I was too late. I was too late. That one's a missed one. I feel like we very rarely see a Lucario. I feel like I've seen Zoroarks and Zoruas a few times, but I don't remember the last time I saw a Lucario. That's a bingo. Yeah. Me ignoring a Pokemon isn't a bingo, but me missing a Pokemon that I actually wanted is a bingo. That's why it says missed a wanted Pokemon. So yeah, that's a bingo one. Okay, where do I go from here then? Also, apparently Blish has an update again. Restart Blish. I've never done the bingo. It is it's a thing actually like over the screen. It's not like a thing that's down below, it's actually on the player. If you're on browser, if you mouse over the player, there'll be a thing kind of about here-ish, if you see where my mouse is. It's gonna be kind of like here-ish. That you can click on. Okay, my pathing is back up. Good. Oh, so this is a secret grotto. I've been here before. But there is an achievement for finding this place. What? Okay, where do I go next, then? Because there is a green line coming from here, but it's not the same green line. So I need the Path of Divinity. I need the green line for the Path of Divinity. Ah, that looks like one. Gosh, even with Bloodshed helping you, this would take a while. Well, will take a while. What the heck is Forbidden Soup? I don't need it, but... it's just another meme. A lot of them are memes. What triggers it? So it's one of those vague ones. So the origin of Forbidden Soup came from our D&D game with Curls, where Forbidden Soup was the blood of the trapped god Zentrellis, which you know, had magical properties, but was also kind of bad. Okay. So maybe don't drink it, but a lot of the enemies were like, "Hey, do you want to drink? Do you want to drink it?" So we started calling it Forbidden Soup, and Curls' response was, "Oh, it's not forbidden. They very much want you to drink it." And we're like, "No, do not drink the Forbidden Soup." Which then got pushed even further from my lovely boy here, Soupy, who is called Soupy because he stood in the soup. Which in this game was, I believe, all the way over here in this dragon's domain, literally right here where Mordramoth lived. There was like a pool of green sludge, which was not safe to stand in, but hilariously, Soupy could stand in him, and I had him for like barely like an hour, so he didn't have a name. So I was literally like, "Get out of the soup!" And then I decided to call him Soupy because of that. Do not drink Soupy. Soupy is forbidden. Soupy is a good boy. So yeah, Forbidden Soup is one of those ones because it's a meme where it can be triggered by me literally just going, Forbidden Soup. And Forbidden Soup is now basically just code for any sort of like acid or goop that you probably shouldn't stand in. Generally, it damages you, but it can just occur in random games when, you know, NPC, like, gives you something to drink and I just go, Forbidden Soup. I wouldn't count this because I directly asked. Yes. Me explaining the bingo does not trigger the bingo. But yeah. So that is the origin behind Forbidden Soup. It is just another channel meme of Forbidden Soup. We like soup. Bingo cannot be directly triggered. Generally, no. Generally, no. The whole point of the bingo is that everything should be accidental. And the unknown goop from before didn't hurt, so no. So no, the unknown goop did not hurt. That's just goop. That was just weird. If I just say hello, my dear, it wouldn't trigger. No. And same if Dash just comes in and says, "Hello, my dear," it's just like, cool, you're very obviously just fishing for bingo, that doesn't count. It has to come up organically, is generally how I say. Safe to soup, got it, yeah. Just another one of those things that comes up quite frequently. Like, the thing is about this stuff as well, is like, I don't even know if it is soup, because like it looks liquidy, but it doesn't seem to behave liquidy. They're like cracks in reality. But it's much like everything in the bingo. A lot of it is just arbitrarily based off how I feel. They're like, this is pretty, like, this is pretty. This could be soup, but maybe it's not forbidden. I don't know. Doesn't hurt. Yeah. But the general meme of forbidden soup is, it's forbidden because it's actually bad for you. That's generally how that goes. Okay, this is another trail that comes to an end. See, the things on here... I've got multiple green lines. It looks like the 2 green lines that I can see on my map that you can't see is, one is a hero point trail, which I haven't finished, so I don't want to disable it, and the other is this Path of Divinity achievement. So I'm getting the 2 lines a little bit mixed up. That's a hero point one. I'm looking for a Path of Divinity trail. There's one. Oh god, that's a real tangle though. Hang on. Let me go somewhere that's a bit easier to comprehend. That's a hero point line. I don't want to just disable things because then I won't remember what they are when I need to re-enable them. Ah, there you go. That's a Path of Divinity, so follow that line back. To here. There we go. This is where it starts. The only person who can directly trigger Bingo's a spook because he's a cheater joke. That's not quite a joke, though. Famously, Spook was the first person to win Bingo, but he did it by cheating because he loaded up Bingo and saw that he needed biscuits to win, so he literally came in and gave me biscuits, and I was like, oh, thank you, hun, and then he was like, haha, I win. I was like, you... I already have this mastery point, I think. In which case, I should get rid of it off my map. Oh, I did not have this mastery point. There we go. Well, now it has been removed from my map. Okay, the doorstep to divinity. There's one literally, like, here. Here it is. Weathered stone tablet. Oh, this is a Gwill ring. Oh, that's an entirely different thing, though. Where does it lead? Leads to there. Look on the bright side, you got biscuits. That's true. No, I can't quite get up high enough. Good boy. Oh, this literally just starts from here. Okay. I did an oopsie, I gave my tree too much water and it leaked. You have a little tree. That's cute. There we go. Obtain rock. Thank you, buddy. They put like Korok rings.
Devices are now fully disabled.
They basically put Korok rings in the game.
Let's regroup in the courtyard and figure out our next steps.
Surely this isn't the end of our surprises for the day.
We heal as
There you go. Did a secret little fairy ring. Well, it sounds like the map meta's about to start. Or it just finished. I think it just finished. I was probably in instances while that was happening. I'm gonna follow this green line. Are there any other bingo things that you would like explained since you have not played the bingo before? A Springer marker in this day and age? When you have sky scales? My katakana is weaker than my hiragana, makes sense. You don't use katakana as much. Yeah, that makes sense. What few lessons I have been doing, I'm still abysmal at my hiragana. What is this? Oh.
Have you seen it? Abavim. The Mursat have come so far since their exile. It's remarkable.
I have. Do you not find some of their choices derivative? The architects studied under our finest in Stellus Quo.
Perhaps I prefer to see it as an homage. A thank you for our investments.
You would.
Honestly, on reflection, I am not sure I would bother for your purposes. Fair enough. The only other one that I could think of that might need explanation is Andre isn't here. Okay, that's another one. There's an icon over there, but it's not the icon I'm looking for. This is not the icon you're looking for. Andre isn't here is basically a curls only tick. Only because you don't understand the reference. I've triggered it in the past without talking talking about Power Rangers, fair. Exactly. You're just annoyed because it's something that you can't proc. Andre isn't here is almost like a little bit like Forbidden Soup. I don't exactly have to say that exact quote, but I can reference the quote. Because the quote Andre isn't here is a reference to a musical. The only person that understands it is Curls, and this is a Curls only. That's not true! I believe Kay also understands it. Maybe you should watch more musicals. Get a little bit of culture in your life. I think this is a safe place to stand. Okay, this is another hero point train. Okay, that's just my mount making noises. Would the broken kiss regime count as a tech difficulty? Is it a technical difficulty? I don't know. I find that I personally think that technical difficulties should disrupt stream. You guys get technical difficulties a lot. The general gist, though, is that you guys want bingo, and I don't want you to get bingo, so I will always argue against things. No, yeah, technical difficulties keeps it worse situation. Yeah, a technical difficulty generally causes a disruption to stream. I was wondering as it was linked to the hands for some reason. No, it isn't. It wasn't. It was literally just a save file thing. If you want an explanation, it actually wasn't. It wasn't broken. It was basically I had loaded the wrong save file. So it wasn't technically. Does that mean I'm a technical difficulty? You are indeed a technical difficulty, Core. I'm in agreement with that classification. Yeah. At the moment something even vaguely goes wrong, Core tries to get technical difficulties, and I'm like, no, stop it. You're pissing me off. I wouldn't mind winning, but I won't try to win. That's how it's supposed to be played. You're not supposed to try to win. The point of stream bounty is, and the stream bingo generally, is to try to keep people paying attention, so that if something happens that triggers the bingo, you can say, hey, that's a bingo thing, and I can go, you're so right, and I mark it off. You're not supposed to actively try to cause them. So am I doing D&D correct, right? What? Oh, and also a reminder, because Voz always says the numbers. I don't know what the numbers are. Voz will come in here and will be like, 15? And I'm like, what's 15? I keep getting distracted. Where is the other thing I'm looking for? I should get disadvantaged because the vibes are off. That's so you, though. That's so you. Okay, I need to go over here by the looks of it, but there isn't a telepoint over here, which is slightly irritating. I'm going to place a marker there. I have literally about 10 different lines intersecting on this point, so I'm trying to dissect which line it is I need to follow. Okay, we're going to go over there, and basically, if I come across a line that looks like the line I need, I will veer off to go get it. Because that's that line. It doesn't help that there's 2 green lines, but one is a green line with a mark on it. And, oh, it's a hero point mark. Okay. Yeah, one is a green line with a hero point mark, and one is just a plain green line. The plain green line is the line I need to follow. So even though I can see a green line here, that's the hero point green line. And you guys can't see any of this because it's an overlay. The Gib kiss is not spelled as kiss, so I thought it was a reference to something I didn't know. I can change it. That's just me being me. I can change it to actually be kiss. It's also in the place where I use sent hide, so I might frequently use it by accident. Hey, that's fine. I don't mind. I will say I intentionally did not put a sound effect on it because I thought, you know, I've got the other redeems, which I have put a timer on so you guys don't spam it. So I was like, I should probably make a redeem that, like, is okay to kind of spam a little bit so it doesn't disrupt things. So I was like, okay, if I don't put a sound on it, it won't get distracting and irritating. So at the moment, it's somewhat okay to be spammed. At the moment. So yeah. Okay, this I have already done.
You have accomplished nothing here. Experimental efforts.
Oh, I think I see.
continue in
Wait.
every field of study. You dare to dream you've destroyed my work? You've knocked over a single test tube. This changes nothing.
Sounding like a good old villain monologue there, my guy. Just saying. Alright, this is the green line I need to follow. Okay, so the lines... I need to try to remember that the lines seem to always originate from a waypoint. By the looks of it.
Swiftly.
Huh, neat. Uh-huh. So there are markers for these, but the treasure chest isn't always exactly on the marker. Ooh, ooh, oh, there's lots of awful jellyfish down here. Considering how much water has been in the expansion so far, I haven't actually done a huge amount of underwater combat this expansion. Oh god, I don't want to die in the cave, because when you die underwater, they want you to go to the surface.
Need healing.
Damn it. I just got here. It's only one regardless of redeems. Yeah, I spent 3 hours on this. I tried very hard to try to make it that if it was spammed, it would, like, just plaster me. But it just seems that every time it redeems, it just, like, cancels the previous one and puts the new one. So I don't know. This is why it's taken so long for me to at least add a redeem, because I don't know how this program works. It took me 3 hours just to get that. So I don't know. I don't know how to make it so that it adds multiple. I don't know. Okay, let's go around the jellyfish. Because the jellyfish kind of sucked a little bit. Oh my god, this is very enclosed space. I think if we got more time underwater, or maybe more weapons underwater, people wouldn't hate it as much. I don't know if that's true, Core. But I mean, they did make the legendary aqua breather and the legendary... There's like, you know, the legendary spear and stuff. There is a legendary harpoon gun. There has always been a legendary underwater weapon. So, I wouldn't say that, you know, there isn't stuff for it.
We heal as one.
Did that hurt?
I'd say that Guild Wars underwater combat isn't awful in comparison to some games as well. I'm gonna die again. This cave of jellyfish fucking sucks. Enclosed spaces require proper PvE. That's true. That's true. That cave fucking sucks. Hang on. I found another treasure. Whoops. Open that. More unusual this is the most unusual coins I've ever gained in an expansion. Because basically you just need... I kind of wish this would just default on rather than default off. Because basically if you just ride around with it on, you'll find stuff. I mean using our main weapons underwater instead of just spears or spear guns. I don't know, because I think there is like a degree of just sort of like, how? The kind of the point of having underwater weapons is that, you know, things behave differently underwater. This cave of jellyfish fucking sucks.
Over here. Just wanted to fill you in on recent developments at the forest base. Still no word on this thing the director has us searching for, probably paper inland.
On the mend.
Only just starting to touch the surface of these sickles, though. They're pretty nice, actually.
I need you over here.
I'm just trying to listen to the audio log!
I need reinforcements.
I'll make this fast. Feel the pain. Attacking another section. This one's a lot angrier than the massive crustacean. But with the Alliance on our trail now, this is turning into a race. Sam is starting to escalate. Phlox is eerily calm. Oh, if only our mission leadership had more composure, Overseer.
I'm just trying to listen to the audio log! I can't believe I've died 4 times trying to collect this. Maybe add some interchangeability with the underwater skills instead of what we have. Well, I guess maybe you just want new underwater weapons by the sound of it, because your skills are determined by your weapons. Just spitballing idea, water combat needs something, but I don't know what. Yeah, water combat is always hard, regardless of what game you play. Let's be honest. Water combat is always hard. Because, you know, in order for something to feel like it is underwater, it generally needs to be slower and a bit more clunky, which is not generally enjoyable, but that is how water be. I didn't really get to listen to this. Okay. Instead of going in, can we do one at a time? Why are these fucking regular-ass jellyfish such a freaking pain in my ass? Oh god, and now there's more coming! Ugh! What is your problem?
Did that. We heal as one.
Jesus!
Too strong to stay down. Sick 'em.
What is happening?!
Help me. Reporting in. We heal as one.
Oh my god, they're spawning in faster than I can kill them as well. What the fuck?!
Sick 'em.
We heal as one.
Might makes right.
Oh my fucking god, Jesus! What the actual shit? And they've respawned again. Hello? How was this given an okay during testing? What is happening with these goddamn jellyfish?
Sick 'em.
I was having less problems with a champion rank enchanted sword. This is a regular mob that is just causing me grief.
We heal as one.
Ugh. Is this supposed to be a sneaky zone? I'm not trying to sneak. I'm trying to get to this audio log and listen to it to advance the story. I just want to listen to what it says. I don't need to be stealthy. This is just where the thing is. Oh my fucking god, it respawned.
Sick 'em.
There's been a few bugs in the game since launch, maybe this is one of them. This isn't classified as a bug, this is a balancing issue, in that there's too many enemies in an enclosed space. When it's a space that you need to sit and listen to something, there's too many enemies that respawn in too quick a succession for one person to fight.
Sick 'em. Anger rising.
Here's another jellyfish.
We heal as one.
Sick 'em.
I'm gonna get downed again. There we go.
Watch my back.
I'm not in a story instance, I'm just out in the world, but it's story-based. Here comes another jellyfish.
We heal as one. Come here.
I can slightly kite this one now because all the other jellyfish are dead. Nope, one just respawned! Let me trigger this and I can listen to it while I'm fighting, because at least there's only one left.
Overseer, just wanted to fill you in on recent developments at the forest base. Still no word on this thing the director has us searching for, probably deeper inland. Only just starting to touch the surface of these temples, though. They're pretty magnificent, actually.
Trina! I need you over here.
Buck up the excavation site. Damn you, just wait for me!
We'll commence without you.
I'm coming! Gotta make this fast. Blocks has Seth attacking another seneschal. This one's a lot angrier than the massive crustacean.
Okay.
But with the Alliance on our trail now, this is turning into a race. Seb is starting to escalate. Blocks is eerily calm. Oh, if only our mission leadership had your composure, Overseer. But I'll report back if anything else turns up.
Okay. That's the important information that I couldn't make out last time, is there's another seneschal that is not the crab. Wanted to get rid of that icon, but fuck it, I need to get out of here. Get me the hell out of here. Jesus, that was unnecessarily problematic. I have done it now. Calm down. I've done. That was unnecessarily problematic. Fucking jellyfish still trying to follow me. Yeesh. Ugh, if you guys end up having trouble with that, let me know. I'll come and help you guys. It could just be I suck. I'm always willing to believe that I suck at games, but yikes. That felt unnecessary. Too many enemies in too enclosed a space. Just around, you sense the depth of magic is a little overwhelming. An image flashes to your mind. Grand temples and abbeys surround you. You feel a longing sadness. Interesting. I will say the one problem with using Blish Hood is like trying to maneuver yourself to, there you go, tick off something on the overlay. This is a jumping puzzle right in front of me, apparently. I'm not going to go do that just now. Okay, what else? There's a secret spelunker thing down there. Nope, there we go, that proc secret spelunker. Da-da-da. Completed. I want to think how hard it would be to write rule classifications, like if Stream Bingo was a D&D rulebook. Like, you would also want to be clear that game bugs don't count as technical difficulties, yes. Although, I will admit no one has ever tried to claim a game bug as a technical difficulty, which I appreciate. Okay, where do I need to go now, is the question. Oh, some of this is in Castora. Oh, so it's Shipwreck Strand and the Starlit Wold. Breezy Cay, Hole Gardeners, Cliffside Twisting Hollows, the Riddle Cove. A treasured addition to the Hoard of Shinies? Jeez, I wonder where that is. Right in the eye. Okay, I think I found everything in this zone. So I need to go to Hole Garden. So... I mean, once I complete this quest, I can tick this off on the Blishud tracker. And that will remove one of the lines. So, as I progress, I am gradually removing lines from the map. This feels like the expansion that I... like... Not the expansion I've done the most in, because I think the expansion I might have done the most in probably is Path of Fire, but this feels like the most recent expansion that I'm doing the most in. Like, there isn't the Dragon arc. I don't know what this arc is called. But this arc, Secrets of the Obscure, Janthir Wilds, this expansion, Visions of Eternity, this feels like the expansion that I'm doing, like, the most content in, alongside doing the story. But yes, I don't know how to make it so that you plaster me with kisses, because basically for that to work, it is an image that is being turned on and off, and I don't want to have literally, like, 20 different images being turned on and off. It's an image being turned on and off, but every time it's turned on and off, its position and rotation is slightly randomized. And I need to find out if I can find a way to be like, hey, can you duplicate it? Okay, I instinctively started following this green line, but this green line might not be the green line I need. Ow. Freaking rude. Yeah, let's get out of here. So I think a lot of these lines are leading to that portal, not from that portal.
Sheltered ones, it's time yet again to offer thanks for our salvation.
Okay.
As always, you're excited to commune with Shelterer Thornbloom, as am I.
I have all of the hero points in this map, so in this map I'm going to disable the hero point line.
The Shelterer speaks! An adherent Aven is their vessel! We do your bidding.
Visions of Eternity, Shipwreck Stand. Ah, Alyssa's Guides, Hero Points, Visions of Eternity. Toggle? Wait, is that going to be all of them though, not just this zone? That's a problem. I'll toggle it off for now. Hero points I'll toggle off, because at least on this map you can see the hero points on the map, so... Oh, I don't need this marker anymore. You get a set, check out the Trapper's Fur Cape in the shop. Look-see. Let me move to a place where I don't have the overlay clogging things up. Style. Loads of mounts on it. Oh my god, the Wolf Griffin. Bird helmet. That looks like Isgarren's cape. What's it called? Cape. Trapper's fur cape. Ooh. Ooh. It's nice. Unfortunately, like most things, I feel like it doesn't quite work on Char because of their back being so hunched, but that's kind of neat. It would look very good on the Norn, I bet. That is nice, though. I do like it. It doesn't quite work with Char, with their hunch that they have. Yeah. Well suited for Norn. Tell you what, after having half a litre of freaking tea, and also a bunch of noodle soup, guess what? I need a pee. I'll be right back. Hello! I am back. What the? Where? Oh, whoops, I forgot to run the ad break while I was gone. That would have been the more sensible thing to do. But it's fine. Me and Hope are having an in-depth Japanese grammar talk about how to request a kiss. Oh my goodness. My goodness. My goodness, it looks like the meta is about to start. Something strange is happening in the Twisting Hollow. Head to Twisting Hollow to see what's going on. Yep. Okay. Let's go do it because we want some XP.
I hunt minerals inland. Mission of great import. You want to take
This is not the one I'm after.
Join me.
Hey, Core, if you're free to play Guild Wars, meta is happening. Psst, 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 meta. Meta for XP. Ooh. Meta event. Huh, I swear these weren't here before, but I guess I have a mastery now that lets me see them, maybe? Oh, there's quite a few people. Nice.
Anger rising.
We love to see it.
There's a good monstrosity.
Anger rising.
Kinda not, sorry. Hey, it's fine. I'm just asking for you if you want it. Wish I could get into Guild Wars play with cool people, but I just can't seem to enjoy it. I mean, it's partially because FF14 spoiled me. Hey, that's fair. Not every game is for every person. Interestingly, though they're both MMOs, I do feel like they are actually vastly different games. Like, they're both MMOs and some things are similar, but I feel like the core, like, actual gameplay feels different. Because Guild Wars is, you know... I think someone referred to it as, like, active time combat, which I don't think is actually correct, but, like, they just feel different to play. Not work, I'm cooking. Oh, okay. Oh, of course. I forgot, because I did think, I was like, wait, why isn't Core at work today? Of course, because it's Thanksgiving, isn't it? It's a national holiday. The controller is nice in Guild Wars. It feels like I'm constantly fighting with the inventory, but in FF it felt fine. Really? I find it the other way around. I find I'm always like a little bit on tenterhooks with my inventory in FF, but with Guild Wars I don't feel too bad because of the I know my inventory looks awful, but because of the deposit materials button. Whereas in FF, if you're into crafting, you have to just hold on to everything. Yes. Well, thank you for being here, Cole. I'm thankful that you are here. Yes, I get wanting controller. I'm surprised that there isn't like a Guild Wars controller thing, considering that Guild Wars only has 10 keys. Like, I feel like that could be mapped to a controller, right? If anything, I'm more amazed that FF can be mapped to a controller because it has way more stuff. Since most people, I think FF just needs more storage space. Yeah. The fact that Guild Wars has separate storage for your crafting materials and your glamours is nice, whereas I mean, FF does have dedicated glamour storage, but it has a finite capacity. Whereas Guild Wars kind of doesn't. It just adds it to your wardrobe, and then it's like, cool, you can just use it. And Guild Wars doesn't have a subscription. Yeah, that does make me biased. I am deeply biased towards, hey, I bought the game, and now I can just play it, instead of the, hey, I bought the game, and now I also need to pay for the privilege to play it. But that's like a separate argument, you know? But each shoulder button trigger you hold down the face and the D-pad buttons change to what they do. I feel like something similar could be done for Guild Wars. Yeah, big win for me personally as well. That's why I've always been a Guild Wars stan. I'm just like, hey, do you want to just play the game? Do you want an MMO that's fun to play and also you don't have to constantly pay for all the time? Guild Wars Glamour is leaps and bounds over FS simply because I can change my look on the fly instead of at an inn. Yes! I could do it now if I wanted to. I mean, admittedly, it'd probably be like, hey, you're in combat, but I can open the menu and just start looking. Die slots, also. FF literally only just recently got a second die slot, and Guild Wars is here like, hello, this one has 4, this one has 4, this one's got 3, this one's got 3. There are very pretty armors and cool glams in FF, but I think Guild Wars wins. Guild Wars wins fashion. Again, this is less an argument over which is better, because they're both better in different ways. And it depends on what people want, because, like, I'm not going to sit here and even vaguely pretend that FF doesn't have the superior story. It does. It does have the superior story, and it's an amazing experience. What about outside of the story? Because, as is illustrated here, while I'm trying to do Guild Wars story, I'm getting swept up and pulled into events that are just happening out in the world. I can't say that ever happens to me in FF. Not that it doesn't happen in FF, but I feel like you have to specifically, like, you know, go looking for group or be like, hey, I want to go do this thing. But in Guild Wars, it just happens. It just happens. I tried to do some Steam mods to try that with Guild Wars, but there's no way to bind the camera because of how it works. Apparently the best method is to hold down a button and then drag the camera around. It feels bad. Oh, interesting. That's really interesting. You would think that on a PC, the camera just works with the mouse. That's really interesting. There's something fundamental in the engine then. Very interesting. But if anything, that's kind of like what I'm getting at, of like, you say that you can't really get into Guild Wars because of how it feels to play, and I'm like, oh, that's kind of like the key thing that I'm talking about, of like, Guild Wars feels fun to play because of the active, it's more active. Of like, yeah, in FF, if you do have to run around and dodge things, just like this, but something about Guild Wars just feels more active, which is kind of nice. I like both. Again, I've said this about 500 times. I like both games, but whenever I make arguments, it sounds like I'm taking Guild Wars' side, and and that is just because it feels like Guild Wars is the underdog in the argument. And people people not in our friend group, but like people just in general will just be like, FF is better, and like, you're just saying that without even really putting forward an argument. FF has a better story, but a game is more than just its story. Obviously, if you care a lot about story, that's important. I care a lot about story, that is important. That's why I do still like FF. But I also like Guild Wars. And I constantly wish that I had more time to do other things in Guild Wars. Which is why I keep saying, when I do eventually fully catch up on FF story, I will probably cancel my FF subscription for a bit and just play Guild Wars, and do like a lot of the Guild Wars content that isn't story-based. I have a lot of it bookmarked here, in this top corner, of like, this is a bunch of stuff that isn't story-related that I want to just go do, to go unlock stuff. In FF, analog stick steers the camera. That's how I would assume you would do a camera movement, because that's how it is in almost every game, is one stick controls the camera. So it's interesting that somehow Guild Wars can't do that, but hey-o. Steam input fixes that. I tried a lot of Steam inputs, but none of them helped the camera issue. Interesting. Oh, nope, I didn't quite get knocked into the water. Almost gone. Unlike FF, it's really not set up so it's managing the inventory is a nightmare. That's also fair. Yeah. It can just be awkward of when a game is not innately built for something, and that is something that I can acknowledge as well. Sometimes when a game is just not innately built for something, it is not great for it.
Commander, the scanners are dead. Are you? No? Then I assume that's job done.
Here we go, so yeah. Open this. Okay, I've already opened that. Consume the karma. Castora's Choice. I'm gonna go for this just because I don't have a lot of it. I don't even know what it's used for. Deposit all. Use. Salvage Masterwork. Accept. I do like that Guild Wars just has a very easy system for like, hey, you got all this extra gear and loot that you don't need. And I'm like, cool, salvage all. There we go. Nice and easy. Salvage all.
And I deserve it too.
Right, let's just carry on. Okay, so if the previous one was anything to go off of, what I should do is just go to a waypoint. So here we go. I've gone to a waypoint. I think that's a big issue for me. I'm not big on action games or keyboard and mouse. That's the thing, yeah. Guild Wars definitely has a more action game feel. Okay. And as I said before, even though it's FF has... Guild Wars is the only MMO I know that has a different mount system, because every MMO I've ever played literally has just... A mount is just basically a flat increase to movement speed and or flying, and mechanically is the same, but they just all have different skins. If they could be a robot, they could be a dragon, they can be a lizard, they could be a dog, but it's just a mount. Whereas Guild Wars is like, we're gonna have about 6 mounts, but they mechanically behave and feel different to use, and that makes it fun for me. Okay. There's a lot of lines coming off of here. Which line do I need? Legendary are you using that's causing that? Mordramoth's Claw, I see. Oh no, I think it's this. I was like, their footprints are claws on the ground. That's really cool. Okay. Where is the thing I need? Did I pick the one waypoint that doesn't have one coming off of it? Where's the thing I need? I think I did. God damn it. This looks like hell. You can't see it. This looks like absolute hell. Defend Hull Garden. Hmm. 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 Where do I go? Hi, Russo. So the things I fell real deep into because Gods of Victory, nice, because the gameplay, I feel I actually enjoyed the story to I suppose, but gacha games can't hold my interest. Getting stuff behind hey give us money is no. Something sure, but story and how much I can play, no. Oh, absolutely not. Because that's like the thing with Guild Wars, of it doesn't have a sub because it has the Black Lion market. This is how they make their money, but this is like 90% cosmetics, and then the 10% is this utility stuff, which is not mandatory for gameplay. Of, oh, hey, do you want some Black Lion keys to get cosmetics? Do you want a total makeover kit to, like, gain access to certain character customizations? Do you want an ore node for your home, but you can go out and gather ore in the world if you want? It's like stuff that makes things a little easier, but is very doable without it. I chose you. God, what is the thing I'm looking for again? Magic sample, stone shard, absolute plaza, ancient time. Okay, I think I saw Castor and magic sample down here. It doesn't look like there's actually one tied to this waypoint, fascinatingly. I think I gotta go to Hull Garden, even though on my map Hull Garden actually looks like hell. To the point that I actually can't see the waypoint because there is so much crap on my screen. Wait, does Hull Garden not have a waypoint? No, it does. I literally can't see the waypoint. This is insane. It's there. I literally couldn't see the Hull Garden waypoint because it's covered in so much crap. Holy shit. There's so many lines.
Did all right last time around, but as my old gran used to say, can't chew the same supper twice.
Do you want more than one bank tab to hold all the bullshit you collect? Yes, ArenaNet, I do. Yes. But again, it's not mandatory. Been playing this game for like 13 years and I still only have one bank tab. It's not mandatory. If you put in the work, you can get around it, but it would be nice. I was to waste money on a gacha game, it would probably be got us a victory, Nike, surprisingly. Fair enough. I'm curious but slightly worried, I guess, about the two Hoyoverse games that I told you guys about, which is they're making a game that is like Animal Crossing, and they're making a game that is a creature collector. I wouldn't say it's like Pokemon, because it looks like apparently it plays, I've been told, like Teamfight Tactics. I've never played that game either, but apparently that is what the combat looks like. But I'm concerned because every Hoyoverse game is a gacha game. So I'm like, are these games going to be gacha games also? I don't want to play a creature collector that's a gacha game because you know they're going to lock stronger creatures behind money. And I don't want to do that. But if they're free to try, I'll probably at least try them, even if they are gacha games, and just see how bad it is. And if it is bad, then I probably won't play them, sadly. But if it's manageable, then I might give them a try for a bit. I don't know which line to follow. There's too many lines. Is it the green line again? Is it the same coloured line? I think it is. It's the green line. Okay. Oh, we're going underwater, apparently. Me and Dad came through here before. This is going to lead me to an underwater cavern. The pretty one with all the stars. I think. Yeah. This is the one with the tree. I bet people who farm this resource as the ancient wood were ecstatic to be like, oh my god, there's just a place in the map near a waypoint that has 3 ancient wood things. Oh my god, I'm gonna come here every day to farm this. Oh, I noticed this before! So this is what it is. I was like, what is this? I was not in the correct stage of the story to know what it was. Neat. And then we continue down here, apparently. Something of value nearby, but whence? Whence is the something of value? I cannot see. There is too much crap on my screen. I do not see it. You guys can probably see it, but I'm struggling to see it because I got too much going on. Aha! Open. Beachcombing! Green line. Follow this green line. I can see that this green line comes back this way, so whatever it is we're going to go fetch, we'll be turning around once we have it. Oh! That's a cool effect on the rock. When I first tried, I was like, oh, silly, look at the pretty anime game, and then it goes straight into, oh heck, deep cyberpunk questions of what it means to be human. Pay-to-win gachas, I enjoy gachas with in-game money. Yeah. Games which don't have a play restriction, like, oh, you ran out of stamina to play, use more. Mm-hmm. Or just wait another 12 hours. Yeah. I've played quite a few, like, of the mobile games that are like city builders, where it always starts off with, like, oh, build a town, like, a thing, and it takes 5 minutes, and then by the end it's like, build this, it'll take 14 hours, or you can pay gems. But I don't mind that because I play them casually, so I'm like, okay, you need to do an upgrade that's going to take 14 hours, I'm going to do it right before I go to bed, so that when I wake up, half of that cooldown is already done. I'm going back this way. But again, that's kind of different, because they're basically idle games. And you guys have probably noticed that I also don't mind having idle games. Because Lord knows I've been playing Chonkers a lot lately. Which is, I say, playing in quotation marks. I leave it to run while I go for my daily walk, generally. Steam is recommending me a lot of idle games because of how much I've been playing, and I'm like, I would like to be recommended actual games, Steam. Not just idle games, please. Following this line. Ah, this thing! Again, I saw this earlier and I was like, what is this? What is this thing I cannot interact with? Where'd you find it? Digging around, found it, and then hit gold, literally. This is wetter than luring crabs. Better for what exactly? We're trying to appeal to Kayla, turn her favour from protection. The little crabs love food and will happily follow you around if you feed them. Well, Kayla's a crab too, right? I don't think... Never mind. How does the platter factor into this? You think Kayla would listen to I please if I threw a meal on the sand? No, but served on a gold platter, now that would make a good impression. You said it yourself, crabs love food. I don't think Kayla would be too impressed by inedible gold, dented, tarnished gold. Kayla would rather protect those who demonstrate forth the character and treatment of others with flashy displays of wealth. You don't, first time Kayla reacts to artifacts like this. You don't want Kayla to catch you with this in your possession. Rethink your plan. I'm a charmer. Sky has always been a charmer in dialogue choices. Whereas Tyler always chooses the ferocious option. If I was rich, I would buy out Goddess of Victory and I can fund them more than they make to make their game fully free for everyone. Do all other gacha games out of business. Like, you could pay for a gacha game or get the same thing for nothing. What I'm saying is I want to market manipulate pay to win to not be profitable. If I was rich, there would be bigger fish to fry. Huh. Does this have to be in the water to trigger? No. Okay. There just isn't one there. Following the route. If I had money, I would want to help the people I care about. Yeah. I always do enjoy the meme of, if I won the lottery, I wouldn't tell anyone, but there would be signs. My journal, private, do not read. One day, crash, home far away, difficult memories, fine town, whole garden pretty, nice people, small town clean. Most times script keepings away, but sometimes coming in for tasty bites. Another day. Caught coming in for bites. Maybe whole garden, don't know scripts, call me rat. Okay, to stay says nice people. Stay away says mean people. Script not no, stay or not stay. Don't want fight, find nice spot by whole garden. Sometimes stay, sometimes go. Nice people bring tasty bites. Another day. Many rats come to Holgard and eat all Tasty Bites. No, I miss Tasty Bites. The bad day. Was this written by a kobold? Rats sick make Holgarden sick. Mean people make Skrit go far away. Say Skrit and rats same. Not same. Poor sick rats. Mean people murder sick rats. Maybe Skrit can fix sick rats. New home, new family day. Kicking out of Holgarden, find cave. New home. Sick rat Skrit will help find rat. Help. Mean people be sorry. No Tasty Bites for Skrit. No Tasty Bites for mean people neither. New name day. Mean people kicking out, but mean people hunt Skrit. Skrit leave home, but mean murderers hunt Skrit anyway. Mean people call Skrit king of rats. Mean people think bad name, but Skrit think good name. Murderers bow to king rat someday. Skrit not fix rats. Skrit send more sick rats to Holgarden. Holgarden murder rats. Rat king murder Holgarden instead. Oh. If a stinky dog needed their shower fixed to become a different kind of stinky, I would pay for that. Hey! I'm not stinky and I'm not a dog. And we did get the shower fixed. That's not what I meant to do. What was that I just collected? Just a bit of rock. Remove that. Okay, remove that prompt. The trick is remembering to remove all of the prompts. Okay, what else? This is where this line ends. So what is it I'm missing now? Two more things. The Ancient Tome and the Arcane Rune. Which I think I saw down here. That's Inquest. Ah, Arcane Rune. Right. Where does this line back travel to? Oh, it's going to back travel to the pub. Ooh, so many lines. Okay, green lines, green lines. This green line? Question mark? This green line.
You hadn't noticed. I'm suffering over
Attendant of the month. Do I mean, there's too many people doing that. No, let's not get distracted. Okay, it's already 5:15. Let's see if I can actually get this finished.
Poisoning the whole gardener's food supply, tainting the water. Stop them.
Let's get this story bit finished and then we can wrap it up. Ooh. Down here. Ooh, ooh. Whoop. Hello there. Oh! I might not have this. I don't have this. Nice. How many of these have I got left? Not many. I could get those done in my spare time. That would be another line I can remove from the map. It's funny enough, that line ends there, by the looks of it. Oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god. Twisty caverns. Ugh, sometimes you just gotta get off your skimmer because it's too clunky to move around. Ugh. Ah! Oh, we found another grotto. That's nice. Ooh, a rich orichalcum vein. As you touch the rune, you feel subtle power coursing under your fingers. The image flashes to your mind. Intricate circle filled with stars. Seers are congregating on top of it. Interesting. And now I spend a minute maneuvering. There we go, to get rid of the pop-up. Don't mind if I didgeridoo. Yum, yum, yum. Okay, this ends here. Sorry, I'm just looking at some of the things I can see. Is this a jumping puzzle? Oh, it is somewhat a jumping puzzle, actually. I've stumbled upon part of a jumping puzzle. But apparently halfway through, so I probably shouldn't continue it. Because there's probably a bit that I've missed. Right, so I think I go back to the pub and take the other green line. You know, I do appreciate the materials in-game are mostly consistent. Yeah? What do you mean by that? Okay, so that was the one that we followed, so we want this line. Ooh, we do a little loop-de-loop back on ourselves. Ooh. 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 Oh, this is very twisty. Oop, oop, hang on. The seaweed's making it hard to see. Up through here. Another secret grotto. My goodness. If I could mark off this grotto on my thing, that would be great. There we go. That one's ticked off. A black crocus? My goodness, these secret grottos always have very rare gathering things in them. That's kind of neat. Every expansion you don't get a new ore or material you have to farm. You can find orichalcum and mithril in any of the high-end areas. Yeah, pretty much. Like, they typically add in a new currency, but you get that currency from just doing events. So in this one, it's the chromatic sap. Ooh. There we go, we found all of them. Which means... I'm gonna go into my marker packs and turn off the thingy, yes, the thingy. Story achievements, doorstep to divinity. There we go. We're gonna turn that off because we've done it now. We have one less green line on the map. This still looks like hell. I'm also below a thing, which is interesting. I just looked at didgeridoo because you mentioned it. It was taught by a few sources that women aren't allowed to play didgeridoo, but it looks like that changes from culture to culture. Which makes so much more sense as something I asked back in the day was shot down. Really? How bizarre. Right. Okay. I'm going to stay here rather than porting back because you never know, I might load up the game and just do some map completion stuff. And also because I'm in a place that has a rare resource in it, it's not a bad place for me to log in. Use all. Salvage all. Consume. Consume. Aboriginal is really a catch-all term for a whole bunch of nations and tribes, so it did seem strange to me that the rule was so universal. Oh. There you go. We're always learning new things. We are always learning new things. Okay. Right, that's gonna be it. I will see you around. I am getting the odd like on the new Instagram, which is nice. My hope. I don't hope this isn't too like optimistic, but my hope is because I have posts queued for like quite a few days that will start to snowball. My hope is that is the hope. I'm really hoping that starts to snowball of like, because I'm consistently going to be posting something every day, that will start to get more and more things, because that's the bit that I always struggle with, is being consistent. And because I have a backlog of stuff that I'm posting on Instagram because I'm getting it to catch up with all my other socials, hopefully that will happen. We will see. But yeah. So yeah, I say this because a new one's going to be posted in half an hour. If you use Instagram, please consider following my Instagram. So thank you for the stream, and thank you for coming. Thank you everyone for coming. I'm very grateful. It's Thanksgiving after all. That would explain probably why there's so few people streaming at the moment, because I suppose a lot of the Americans won't be streaming today. So yes. Yeah. I'll see you tomorrow. I need to tidy up the last bit of the Kobold stickers, which probably won't take all stream, so I'll have a fun moment of trying to work out what the hell to do for half a stream. Yeah. And I will be asking Spook about the Minecraft server later. So we will find out if that is what we are doing on Friday. Thanks for lurking, Russo. I appreciate it. Thank you very much. We can play didgeridoos if you want. You can play didgeridoos if you want to. You can leave your friends behind. Okay, I'm gonna go. I'll see you around. Love you all. Take care. And, yeah. Tell your friends you love them. Bye!